Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Wait, hang on. Wait. I'm just gonna turn it off all the way. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Whoa. I'm gonna turn it off all the way. There. I'm just gonna be in my little pod up here. I'm gonna be in my little pod. Oh. There's a little heart right there. Hey, I need that sensitivity to be way fucking up. Thank you. I'm gonna turn off the crosshair. I know where the center of my screen is mostly. A lot of clothing. Hang on, one more thing. No VSync, huh? Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed Sploon. When does Sploon launch? September, right? My dirty little secrets. Can I not? Can I leave? Okay, cool. Where's the light? Where? Hello? Where's the light switch? Where's the... Hello? Where's the... Hello? Is it behind the door? Is that stupid? No? Is it before the door? It's before the door. It's before the door. It is prior to door. That's creepy. I'm a vampire! Who doesn't need drugs? And I can't close the door. Oh, it closed itself. I live alone. That is the smallest cutting board I've ever seen in my entire life. It is actually miniature. Also, who puts their mic... Well, I guess he doesn't really have any counter space. Never mind. I was gonna judge putting the microwave on the dining table, but it doesn't have any counter space, so it doesn't matter. That's a weird place to put that, but sure. Your fucking dishes, Jesus Christ. You eat spaghetti like every day? Because I respect that, honestly. Whoa, is that motion sensor? That's cool. I own no clothing. I'm naked all the time. That's the front door. Okay, anyways. My dirty little secrets. Read on to move on. How do I... Yeah, a little water damage right there. It's currently 9:37. So anyways, how do I there we go. The last human on Earth was sitting alone in a room. There came a knock on the door. I've never cared for keeping a diary, but now seems to be a good time to start keeping one. Why? Because after all these years, I just can't forget about what used to be the light of my life. I know. Overdramatic much? Knowing Brian Colmer as much as I did is bound to leave that big chunk of residue. Let's just say this diary is what's left of our relationship. 3 years? No. "3 years? No. 3 years have passed, and the world around me is still the same. Well, except for me. I look like a mummified corpse. What would B say if he saw me again? He left Rosen Peak the moment he graduated high school to go to a fancy college of his dreams. Since then, I could only rely on my memories of him to keep on going. I wonder if it was the same for him, too. Yeah. When you love someone, his whole existence... Hang on, can I check the phone? No. When you love someone, his whole existence just gets etched into your brain. So no matter how much B changes, I'll always know it's him. But will B do the same for me? I know B liked me a lot too, but he was not the most likely person to remember stuff. Considering how long 3 years felt for me, it's possible he did forget about me. Or am I giving him too much credit? Here comes the big question. I'm not going to read the big question. I refuse. I'm going to look around a little bit more. Can I charge my phone? Is charging my phone a thing? Okay, first off, I'm noticing that the light is plugged into nothing. Therefore, I think it's safe to assume that outlets do not exist in this world. And I cannot plug in my phone. Can I check out the people? No. Okay, outlets do not exist in this world. So here comes the big question. Will he remember me? Oh, that's good. Yes. No. Yeah, it doesn't look creepy at all. I'm happy to be represented in the game, though. What? Yes, he remembers you. Who am I thinking? It's B we're talking about. Oh, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of game. Okay. It's B we're talking about. We didn't have the most perfect relationship, but we won't just dump his memory. He won't just dump his memory of me down the toilet or something. He's too much of a nice guy for that. Don't forget cute. I just hope our time together was meaningful enough to him. Enough to make him cherish even the darkest ones. Speaking of cherishable memories, I wonder what happened to Joe's Diner. Used to be my favorite place, naturally because it was B's favorite place to begin with. If there were two things that were too good for Rosen Peak, it would be Brian and Joe's Diner. Home of the best pancakes in the world, Brian Colmer. Things were so much easier back then. You could just go, hey, and I'd be like, hey. Nothing but hanging out after that, with some occasional visit to Colton Hill. It had such a good thing going. So why did it just save? Did you notice that? Did you notice that it saved? Did you see that? Did you see it save? I seen it save.
Requi copyright redeem hoemi tengo care. Mi amor requi copyright redeem no llores, por favor.
I agree. Same, honestly. Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do? There's gonna be something creepy here eventually, I swear to God. Why don't I just leave that light on, huh? Will he remember my voice? Will he say, hey, to me again? Did time ruin our moments? My phone was dead. Oh, okay. Well, I can't turn the page on. Oh, am I pressing the wrong button? I think I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. I was pressing the wrong button. Hello? Oh. Okay. Just making sure. Oh, so it's Recordame. Hoy mi tengo que ir, mi amor. Is that right? Or no, it's probably Hoy mi tengo que ir, mi amor. Wait, no, it's the same thing. I don't know, man. I don't speak Spanish. I just wanted to say hello every time I called him. What? But I want to do and can do are two different things, as always. Just enjoying B's presence on the other side of the phone was satisfying too, in a way, though. Hey. I imagine him eagerly waiting to hear something other than my breath. I. Um, I was thinking that you were testing how it sounded without the Spanish additive thing, the SSML, and with it, without it, and with it. Am I not? You're gonna get my book wet, dude! So, theory. I think I'm playing as Brian right now. August 21st, 2006. That as a debut outfit? I admire your confidence, Sam. And with that, my whole high school years were probably over. First day of new school, and the new girl in town got classified as undesirable by what seems to be the queen of Wayrite Academy. I spent last night telling myself, confidence, Sam. Confidence. But it looks like I should have spent that time picking better clothes. I try not to care too much about blending in, but these kids are already looking at me like I'm a candy handed out by strangers. The package seems fine, but you know there's something fishy in there. Judging from their whispers, I could figure out they didn't know Wayrite even accepted transfers. It's been less than 24 hours since I moved to Rosen Peak, and I already enjoy sitting alone in my dorm room more than attempting to socialize with people who call me a city girl. Well, screw you too, hillbillies. Besides, I decided not to force myself into making friends after how my old friends decided to turn on me. I just hope these guys leave me alone, at least. Keeping a diary sure can keep things together in all the chaos. I haven't kept a diary since kindergarten, but this seems like a good time to restart. Kudos to Mom for giving me the advice. Oh shoot, almost forgot calling her. Write to you later, diary. My only true friend loves Sam. Okay. I wish I could sneak into people's minds, look beyond their eyes just by staring. If I had that power, I would never stop looking through B's window. Will B remember the moment he came into my life? For me, it's as clear as the moment he left. So clear that the downfall of our relationship still cuts deep into my heart. Huh. Can you copy paste to the Spanish SSML thing? No, you can exclamation mark SSML and get it. I didn't know I could open my fridge. I will remember that for later. Yeah, Life in Rosen Peak was a jar filled with the bittersweet candies. Not exactly tasteful, but I learned to enjoy it. Nevertheless, it's where my heart lies. Wrote a poem in B's memory. He used to struggle with Miss Lastly's poetry practices, even if he didn't have to try that hard. Miss Lastly always told us poetry is not about using fancy words. Let your failings do all the work. Well, this is how I feel. I stand at his doorstep, heart filled with desire. He rushes down the stairs, heart red like fire. But before his spirit can soar, first he must answer the door. Not loud. Knock, knock. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Oh. August 22nd, 2006. Stacy is a classic. FYI, she's the one who talked crap about my favorite village vintage shirt. It's like she jumped straight out of cheesy teen drama. Blonde, hot, always talking, and a cheerleader. She even has a beefy jock for a boyfriend. I didn't want to start talking shit about someone already, but how could I resist? Every time I get in Stacy's view, triggered an obvious backbite. I'm serious. I'm seriously starting to think she's under a curse
I
that
love
kills her.
refrigerators, I really love them.
I really love them. Uh, every time I get into Stacy's view, trigger an obvious backbite. Seriously starting to think she's under a curse that kills her if she stopped talking about someone else. Sadly, coping with her bitchiness wasn't the hardest part of the day. Mom called again. As far as she knows, it's just rainbows and butterflies here in Rosen Peak. I can still remember the complicated face she made when I told her that my application was accepted by Wayrite. None of us were expecting them to approve a transfer request of an 11th grader. Even she told me she understands my need to move out of the city. I really feel guilty for leaving her alone. You already used up your last runaway chance, Sam. Get it together. Not for you, for Mom. Hey. Fucking shit. Other Wayrite kids were so predictable. Their doors were already open even before I put my hand on the knob, but B's door was closed shut and so beautifully painted. Everyone liked him, but I couldn't get him to open up. I knew there was something more behind that pretty paint, something behind his bright smile. Huh.
Rekwa copyright Radame Ome Tango Kiid, Miamo Drekwa copyright Radame no Dores, Pod Fabod.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it, yep. But on the other hand, being able to hang out with him was a good enough blessing for me. Enough to make me want to never leave his side. Never ever. Leave my side. Was that there before? Oh, that was weird. Jesus Christ. My bathroom is an echo chamber. Aw. Um, so, so, am I supposed to be able to see a little bit? Because I definitely can't see at all. You're not? Okay. Scared the fuck out of me. Well, okay. I guess the rest of the game is just in darkness because I can't fucking see. At my first Risen Peak weekend, as the name itself gives away, the small town fits perfectly as a setting for a mystery slash horror genre. Lush forests, endless hills, and a lake that I'm certain is hiding a couple of dead bodies. I could pay a visit one day and take some gorgeous shots. As for now, I'm just gonna leave those some on my to-do list, which is already filled with crazy amount of homework. I now know why youngsters of Wayrite will try their best to get as far away from school as possible after class, to escape from the choking pressure that teachers give them. Even on weekdays, pretty girls like Stacy will have their boyfriends give them a ride, and others make use of the power of public transportation to get to the more crowded parts of town. It does feel too quiet with no one left in school, but at least I don't feel as lonely as I was in San Diego. At least I don't have to watch everyone I know turn their faces away like I'm some kind of demon spawn. At least I don't have to be reminded of how fucked up things can be in a single moment. Moving on won't be easy, but as long as I keep myself busy, it won't be that hard. As for my weekend plans, I'll just improvise my morning. He has always been pushing his limits. Well, it was more like he was always being pushed, but he was good at it. That's why he naturally became the best quarterback of the team while maintaining a high grade for a star player. He was the best quarterback Wainwright could ask for. Seeing him running all over the sweaty field, I think is what it's supposed to say. I'm just gonna ignore it. Triggered something in me, something tingly within me, something that made me want to catch him behind his back and never let go. My dog barking just made me jump. Just making sure. Okay. Okay. All sorts of feelings and thoughts were pumped restlessly into my brain with every heartbeat. It gave me a bad headache, a good kind of bad headache. I wanted to stop. I wanted it. I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to never stop. But as soon as B gave me that, hey, all those headaches were washed away. It used to be the best prescription I could ask for. Take away the pain and let only the good things stay. Hey. Hey. August 31st, 2006. For a boarding school, we write intellectuals are not that interested in becoming intelligent. I visited a library today and two things surprised me. One, the place was much bigger than the one in my old school. Someone could get lost in here. Two, I had a strong feeling that people rarely visit the library. Maybe because they feared being lost in there. The place was too clean. Even the book showed little sign of human touch. Now I feel sorry for complaining about Miss Lastly's book assignment. I wonder if Stacy is even thinking of picking a book. With her admiring her boyfriend Kyle's tattoos all day, I doubt she has spare time to do that. Is she depending on Kyle to do the reading for her? Seriously? According to what I saw so far, he's either busy reacting to whatever's coming out of Stacy's mouth, or waking up some shenanigans with his jock buddy. Brian, was it? So, yeah, right. It. In the meantime, it should be I should be more concerned about myself than the well-being of the whole school. We too cool for books. Open those eyes. No need for words. The sweetest love songs those eyes utters. I can't go back, so turn around and sing for me. Okay. Asa. Fly me to the moon. Oh. Yo, lady gave me a stick. Let's go. What do you want? What am I supposed to do with the stick? No, I can't turn on the actual light. Okay. I guess I'll put this stick here. Thank you, Sam. Wherever you went. This game is fucking scary. Visited the library again. A bit more people than before, and among them was Brian. It's not worth a bother, but seeing a major skink's boyfriend's bud wandering around in the library is uncanny by anyone's standards. He must have been there to pick the book for Miss Lastly's assignment. I almost got too close to him trying to see what he was going to pick. I really hope he didn't notice that. I'd rather be known as a regular geek than a creepy one. Jock in a library? No, I've seen everything. What was me? I hate to admit it, but seeing Brian at the library was today's only diary-worthy event. Probably because it's the only human interaction that didn't give me the sensation of someone talking behind my back. At least today's entry is a tad more meaningful than what I wrote yesterday. I need to revise my book options now. Write you later. Love, Sam. So, hang on. So this is first day. My second, 2 days later. 7 days later, about a week. And then this is 4 days later, 5 days, depending on perspective. I miss him. Even when I'm with him, I see him when he is not looking. Oh, okay. Thank you for turning my lights back on, Sam. Oh. Well, I won it, so fuck you. What? Did I get it? What? Did I not get it? Hello? Do I need like a light down? Oh, stick. Got it. Got it. Something on it. 3 days later. It was Mr. Kane's ninth psychology class, and he still managed to come up with another lame activity. This time, he gave each of us a sheet and made us write down some of our own personal traits. For the next 10 cringy minutes, I managed to squeeze out some of the aspects of myself that I could hate less. After that, Mr. Kane told us to think about whether or not others would agree to each of them. He called it re-engaging the perspective towards oneself. Blah blah. Wow. Like I really needed to reevaluate my stupid self. But it's not the dumb subconscious exercise that's bugging me right now. When the papers were being passed around, Brian Syep, him again. Oh, sorry. I thought that was his last name. Brian, yup, him again, kinda smiled at me. It's 11 p.m. now. Why am I writing about this? It's most likely an accidental glance, but I still don't know why the very image hovered in my head for the rest of the class. Okay, the rest of the day. Stupid brain probably wants an excuse for screwing up today's math test. Get out of my brain, Brian. Okay. Are you a Kodama or something? Was it like... Alright. Okay. Anyways. Oh, so she is under my bed right now. That's sick. Awesome. That makes me feel super comfortable when I'm going to sleep tonight. Awesome. As the time we spent together grew longer, one question kept on growing with it. What does the me in B's eyes look like? Well, you can come out and see. I mean, you're a little pale, sure, but I'm sure you're not that bad. Like, come on. I need to be noibus. Does he see me as I see him? Does he see me as I see myself? Does he see me as I want him to? I screamed in agony, but there was nobody to even hear it. It's weird to me that it only weird. It's weird to me that it only uses the mouse once, or sorry, the pencil once. I kind of thought that would be like a core game mechanic, but it's only done it once. What's that? Do. That. What do you? I don't know what note you're trying. But there was nobody to even hear it. Well, others think that I. Okay, sure. I talked about it and then I did it. That noise that keeps happening. There's a clock. You talking about the clock? You're not talking about the clock. I do not know. Like something being plugged in and unplugged. I mean... I'll pause the game. Like this? I don't hear it. Maybe my routing is fucked up. I can check real quick. Sounds. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Hang on. I didn't hear anything either. Yeah, hang on. Open sound settings. Advanced. System sounds? Is that what I want? Yeah. You can only set it to default, huh? I don't know. Try moving your mic. My mic is an XLR, so it's not gonna, it doesn't disconnect like that. Just did it again? It's on your end. Must be my computer, it's on your end. You have something that's being unplugged. You goofball. Oh, I didn't look at the magnets on my fridge. Other than the fish, I'm kind of uninterested. What does that say? Something in Russian. Other than the fish, I'm kind of uninterested. None of them catch the eye. Touch my toesies. No? Okay. Anyways. Well, others think that I do not overthink. No, you definitely overthink, I feel. You definitely overthink. Would never lie to my friends? I don't think you would ever lie. Never use others for my personal gains. Hey, you don't really come off as someone who does. You're fine. Yes, you would never use... Yeah, okay. Well, others think that I won't betray anyone close to me. I don't think you would betray somebody. Never act on impulse. No, I think you definitely would act on impulse. Don't run away from my responsibilities. I don't think you are right now. What? Oh. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't... Okay. Am I a fucking freak? No, you're... Whoa, 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 man. No, you're fine. What do you mean? Stalking somebody and hiding under their bed is not freaky at all. It is completely understandable. It's a normal thing. Hey, Cider Man, how you doing? Hang on. Hang on. Give me a second. Wait, 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 wait. Don't panic. Okay, I'm good. September 11th, 2006. I was returning some of the books I checked out when he came out of nowhere. Hey, anything worth reading? I never thought the voice was aimed at me, but my heart was somehow already skipping a beat. Brian had to tap me on the shoulder to get my complete attention. Sam, right? I saw you going in and out of the library, he said with a buttery voice. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. I just come here from time to time, too, to get the stupid assignment out of the way so I can focus on my games. He said he couldn't find anything interesting to read, and since all he could think of were comics, he could use some guidance. My mind was still jumbled up from the ambush. All I remember saying is, how about Misery? Stephen King's works are enough to get you started, because boys like any story with blood and breaking bones, right? Oh, God. I don't recall how the rest of the conversation went, but I'm certain he said, see you later, at some point, and I said, yeah, see ya. Misery. Real nice, Sam. Brian didn't know you were a weirdo. Now he does. Go to setting, turn on the pointer so you're accurate with clicking on things. But what if I don't want to be accurate? What if I want to be immersed? It's fine. What I did for B, all of them because I loved him. Why couldn't he understand? Others were nothing but poison. I was the only one who truly cared. But B didn't even appreciate the things I've done for him. I never wanted a drama. I wanted a poemish life. A tender, subtle love story written only for his eyes. It's totally fine if no one else gets it, as long as B does. B was always welcome in my world. I gave him the key to it. Even if he lost it, he could always come back to our world to find it, and I think it's a good time for B to come back now. Okay, what's up? Where is it? And I seen you turn off the lights. Come back now to your world. What does that exactly mean? As someone with glasses, I suppose you're used to flailing your fingers around and grab stuff. 100% realism. My sight is not that bad. But yeah, sure, we can go with that. My glasses. Back to our world. Maybe I gotta keep reading on. I'm gonna assume I gotta keep reading on. Is there writing on the stove? No. Oh, I mean, there's the brand. Is our world in the microwave? I thought she would mean under the bed. That's what I thought. But apparently I am wrong. I probably gotta keep reading. It's probably like literally one more page over. Let's go back to our small world where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. Well, you have this heart back here. Is this the heart that you mean? Okay. You go an hour later because you were on time? No. Not today. So do I have 3 hearts or 1? Let's go back to our small world where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. The only place they talked about is Joe's Diner. Can I not pick up the heart? Am I just, like, missing it? Hello? I think I'm missing it. That's definitely the center of my screen. But it's highlighting the... Do I use the... No? I don't think it... Pretty sure I used the heart. But it's definitely the center of my screen. It's definitely the center. It's definitely the center. This is definitely the center of the screen. Okay, fine, I'll turn on the fucking cursor. But it's the center of the screen. See? See, what did I say? What did I say? It's the center of the screen. See? See? It's the center of the screen. I know where the center of my screen is. Okay. Let's go back to our world where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. Let's go back. So there's 3 hearts there. So, like, theoretically, that would mean that there's 3 hearts. So maybe there's 2 more hearts hidden places that I didn't notice before. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe there's 2 more hearts that I did not see before. So I'm just assuming that there was only 1, but I am wrong. Maybe that's what's happening. Well, I mean, so far the game's pretty chill. Like, I mean, like, you know, worst case scenario, I get a game over and I try again. You know, like, it's fun. You know, it's fun. It's interesting that I can't turn off the light. I'm assuming you've played this game, Cider Man. Well, I got jump scared by the door. It's a heart. Everywhere you love. Hmm. Hmm. I love my bed. No? Am I misunderstanding something? Let's go back. Oh. The heart was a diversion. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? There's nothing new anywhere, right? No? Okay, cool. Anyways, key, drawer. Two more hearts. Turns out the lake does have a history of having a dead body in it. I know this because I visited there. I visited there because Brian took me there. What? It all happened so fast. I was outside the yard reading when Brian appeared out of nowhere, again, and said, "Hey," and started telling me about how he actually enjoyed the book and how he never read the same book twice in his life. And since he was heading out, he offered me to give me a tour of the town. 10 minutes later, and we were passing Joe's Diner. Home of the world's famous pancakes, says Brian. There's also an arcade across from the diner. Brian hates the place because it's teeming with 10-year-olds. The donut shop was Brian's must-go-to place, too. Unlike the music store, which, according to him, seriously needs a restock, I found my own POI bookstore. Place of interest. Oh. My own place of interest. A bookstore. It was weird seeing a bookstore and a gym standing side by side, though. At the end of the tour, I finally got to taste that sweet pancake Brian worshipped. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic Silent Hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that his secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Cotton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. After dinner, Brian dropped me off at the bus station and drove me off to meet up with his friends. I was exhausted, but hyped up from beyond my limits. I can't sleep. How can I when my whole day feels like a dream? Epic. What? Okay. I have an epic marker now. Hi, Dumpling, how are you? I need to turn the and the dude up for me. Epic. Hmm. I'm upset. Why? Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that whatever I do with this, it's probably later because I can't do anything with it. Can I interact with it from here? No. So it has to be something that's around. My favorite places, it says. Take me back to Chicago. It's where I wanna be. Okay, Joe's Diner. Whoop. Yeah, maybe Ciderman was right. I'm gonna need this crosshair. Even though I don't like it. Even though I dislike it. Most of the time it's highlighted the things that I need to put it on. We got Joe's Diner. What's the last one? Well, today's pancakes. There's also an arcade across the diner. Brian hates the place. The donut shop is Brian's must go to. Unlike the music store, which according to him seriously needs a restock, I found my own place of interest, the bookstore. And what did this say again? It says, let's go back to our small world where I placed my heart at everywhere you loved. Everywhere I loved. So it's not where she loved. Pancakes? Is that not this one? I did it. Oh, gotcha. Hi, Fred. How are you? Family drama? I'm sorry. Find a distraction. I'm sorry. There's an arcade. 10-year-olds. Brian hates the place. Donut shop. Go to. According to him. Seriously needs restock. At the end of the night, they got a taste sweet. Out the window, I could see the weird, gigantic hill that was also visible from my dorm room. Brian revealed that it's a secret base of some kind, since few people actually visit Cotton Hill. He jokingly said he could take me there when I'm cool enough. Oh. I miss Morning Dew Bakery. B never shuts up about its donuts. So tasty. They did taste sweet, just like B's heart. Each bite was another memory to savor. But just like a donut, it had an expiration date. Turned cold and bitter. I miss its warmth. I miss its sweetness. I need it. I need to eat it up. Oh, I got you, dog. There you go. I got you. That's not a donut.
I'm blue to body 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 to body. I'm blue to body 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 to body.
The body. Who the fuck is Sam? My sleep paralysis demon that's hanging out under the bed. September 25th, 2006. The golems are just obliterated the hammerheads today. I now know why they say Brian and Kyle are more than buds. I would have called them an awesome duo, too, if Kyle wasn't an asshole load of a douche. I mean, the guy has his name tattooed on his arm. Call me old-fashioned, but I think he should go to a hospital and get that ego checked out because it's swollen huge. Well, like if you get your name tattooed on you, and like you wake up without your memory, and then you like look at your arm and be like, "Hey, that's my name," you know? You know? At least he leaves me alone, other than giving me that creepy stare when I pass by. I understand how Stacy can keep hanging out with him, but Brian? They do say we sometimes become friends with those who are at the opposite ends. So maybe it's not such a weird thing. For me, the real win was the photos I took of Brian. Watch out for Sam Holt, the rising teenage stalker. Bringing the Polaroid camera I bought years ago during my camera geek phase seems like a good idea now. I know I promised myself to stay away from people, stay away from the drama, but when I look at Brian when he talks to me, it feels like maybe, just maybe, it's okay to have a little drama for myself. I'm not ready to define what this feeling is, but for now, I'm going to label it as looking for a shoulder to cry on and just shove it under my bed like the pictures I took today. Okay. So no donut? Hi, Matt. How are you? Two peanuts were walking down the street. One was assaulted. That poor peanut. I hope the police report goes through and all of it turns out well. Still don't know what the context is. I don't play Sploon. Must have been a different doggo. I'm good. Hope you're well. I'm peeing my pants. Why do I have this Sharpie, though? Epic. Can I click on anything with it? Anything at all? Anything. I assume it's probably for later, but like, come on. No? Can't draw on any of those. Can sit it back down. Nothing. There are many doggos, but there's only one destroyer of fields. Damn. Deep. Hashtag deep. Anyways, I hated every moment I was not with B. I was helpless. Every day I just wanted to call him, just so we could chat. But I was afraid for what Brian would think of it. It could even hurt his reputation. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why was that a thing that you just did? I can just leave that open? No, close it. Okay. Anyways. When I finally worked up the nerve to call, all I could do was listen to him say, "Hello?" That was as far as our late night phone call chit chat could go. I hung up, wondering if he knew who was on the other end of the phone. I remember the strong burning sensation that came every time I called him, the red fiery sensation. Red. Well, okay, now I know what to do with this. No? So fucking red. It's red everywhere. Finish what you started. Talking about this? Yeah, that's normal. I don't remember drawing all those. I don't remember all that. They lead in here? Oh, hey. Swear to God, I seen something just then. Whoop, sorry. Okay, buddy. Why'd you do that? Is this Cotton Hill? Or whatever it's called? Was it Cotton Hill? Is that what it's called? Meet me at Cotton Hill. You know where to find me, Brian. What? What? Due date for Miss Lastly's book report is right around the corner, and I'm still not finished. Only if I wasn't too disturbed. Normally, I wouldn't bother reading a teen romance story, but for some reason, I thought, hey, why not? Hey. The premise for Mingled itself is pretty generic. Jenny has a huge crush on her childhood friend Michael, but she can't get Michael to think of her as more than just friends. She reaches a conclusion that it's because of all those girls around him, so she starts making a list of all the basic girls who also have a crush on Michael. What she's planning to do with the list is yet to be revealed. If I can finish reading the book by tomorrow, I'll be able to finish the report with enough time to for a revise. P.S. I wonder how Brian is doing with his assignments. Why am I interested? Because he's been asking for my help with some of his works, and I gladly agreed to. Why would I do that? Because by helping Brian focus on his practices so he can bring trophies to our beloved school, it's safe to say I'm part of a bigger cause. Not like I'm doing it for personal reasons. Right? I am, of course, every dog, as mentioned, at a way earlier date at some point, so Qua technically isn't wrong. Every single dog. Looks like they were making a Halper hero and Alper hero. How you get knocked out by a desk lamp, right? I don't know why that didn't work just then. Why didn't that work just then? Uno momento, por favor. It's in here. Whoa, you can see my room now. Whoa. Fortnite properties. Okay, so it should have did Jason. Actions. Fortnite. Action queue history. Fortnite. Inspect variables. Unsure. Why didn't that work? So it set it to Jason. However, it did not start it. Will it do it now if I were to redeem it? Let's try it one more time. Why didn't that one work? What the fuck, Fred? That time it actually did the Jason. It just chose not to happen that time. Fred, why are you breaking all my shit? Hang on. Why didn't that one work? Still working out the kinks of the text-to-speech stuff. Why the Fortnite one didn't happen, I do not know. Hang on. TTS, okay. So you said that. It did right.
Jason.
And it recorded the file. Okay. Apparently that needs to be 1800 milliseconds. It's okay. Keep breaking things. It's how I find it problems. Okay. On top of that, on the Fortnite one, because it does change the file, it already has a delay. I don't know what the fuck happened to Fortnite. I don't know why that one didn't happen. I don't know why that one didn't happen. I don't have an answer for you on that one. Oop. I don't know why Fortnite didn't happen. There's no reason for that one not to happen. You have been refunded. Oop. I wanted to read Brian like a book, peep into his beautiful head.
Jason, 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 Jason.
Jason. Fill it with desires I had to secretly incubate. You. Meet me at the hill, you know where to find me. Wait, so this is real? Desires of whispering words like, don't leave me, don't go away, don't smile for others. Please don't look away. I'm not looking away. You told me not to. You told me not to. You told me not to look away. Eh. Stacy invited everyone to the late post-victory party at her place this Friday. Where that she told me this at the hallway herself. The sudden act of courtesy was enough to leave me frozen. But to think of it, a self-conscious beauty queen like Stacy would love showing off how tolerant she could be. I'd prefer celebrating quietly in my room. But since the party is practically being held for Brian, I thought it would sort of be rude for me not to be there. I mean, he was nothing but nice to me since I met him, so the least I could do is show up. Plus, I could probably witness the face Stacy makes when she sees I actually had the nerve to show up. Maybe, just maybe, I could even piss her off if I managed to strike a conversation with Brian. And Omega hanging out with an alpha? Kyle would be busy comforting Stacy, fuming about how I messed up her ecosystem. No peer pressure, Sam. Just, clean drinks and hopefully some casual talk with Brian. What could possibly go wrong? Balloons. Seen this before and that still scared me? What? Her creeping up like that? I was expecting it, so it didn't get me. Anyways, like staring into closed eyes. Like staring into closed eyes, I could never know if B knew I was looking at him. Did he even know I was there? Maybe he knew, but simply didn't care. The only thing looking back is my decaying sanity. I wanted to look away so much, but what's the point when the stench is still there? What? I started to think the only way to get B's attention was to throw myself off Cotton Hill. How did I come so low? All I wanted was a chance to show how I feel about B without any noise getting in the way. I still could have had some peace with Brian despite all the shit I had to deal with. Brian was super likable. Everyone liked everything about him. They couldn't stop smiling when Brian started talking. The smiles they gave him made me want to puke. They smile as if their relationship with Brian means so much more than the one I have with B. And yet I was the only one left with a broken heart when he left Rosen Peak. B was so determined about leaving that being a star player wasn't enough for him. B needed to be some fucking model student. Nothing says pick me to college admission like a spotless student record. You can't just shake up my whole world and leave. What's up? Oh, let me get this first. Just ignore the shaking. Oh man, everything has gone wrong. All my senses are screaming in pain. I don't even remember drinking the booze. The pain only escalated the moment Brian texted me. You feeling okay? No, I was not okay. And why is Brian asking me this? Did I do something to him? According to Brian, I went from being quiet to crazy happy and cute. His words, not mine. Real quick, I was so close to being the center of the party that had to bring me back to the dorm. Or that he had to bring me back to the dorm. Why can't I remember any of them? Congrats, Sam. You reached a new low in life. Shit, is this it? Is this how I die? I sincerely asked Brian if there was a good place to kill myself. He said, maybe now is a good time to show you my secret hideout. Since I passed the test by showing the whole school a different me. He's just gonna take me to Cotton Hideout? To his Cotton Hill hideout? Tomorrow I'm gonna be the so-called most romantic place in Rosen Peak with Brian. There's something in my head that's keeping me awake, and it's not a hangover. What? Suicide suspected in death of missing teenager. The girl of 17, who was found dead at Cotton Hill, likely ended her own life, police say. Sam Holt, a transfer student of Wainwright Academy, had been reported missing for 6 days until Rosen Peak authorities discovered her body in the forest. Due to days of heavy rain around the time of her death, the investigation on Miss Holt's death faced a few challenges. However, the interviews with school faculty members and its students led to the possibility that she threw herself off the cliff of Cotton Hill after months of rejection from her peers. She was rarely seen with others, says one of her former teachers. She was even publicly humiliated just before her disappearance. Must have worked as the tipping point for her. Must have worked? Rosen Peak police say the fall did not kill Sam instantly. It is possible she gasped for air through her broken neck before dying. Wainwright Academy now faces a suspicion of neglecting its students, led by the mother of... What's up? A bathroom? What the fuck? Brian never existed? I believe I'm playing as Brian. Oh, door's gone. Yeah, and there's Sam waiting for me. Never been visited by a public restroom before? This is what made Bliss leave, and I now understand. Yeah. Bliss has a vendetta against Cum. A rivalry, if you will. And Cum is winning. Why does he hate Cum? my God, Brian actually took me to Cotton Hill. The hideout Brian mentioned had a wonderful view of the small town, the whole place under the golden sunset. The best part of this spot was that it is quite hidden and unsafe. You could easily roll down the hill if you are careless or drunk, and no one could find you for days. How awesome is that? Being drunk with the wonderful moment didn't cause any accident, though. We sat there for less than an hour, but it felt like an eternity. I can't even remember what we talked about. I do remember saying how beautiful Rosen Peak is, and Brian being all meh about it. I guess you can get fed up with the views like this, too. Today's only regret is that I failed to bring the true essence of the hill's view back with me. There's a reason why I gave up photography as a hobby in the first place. At least the close-up shot of Brian was not half bad. When I came back down from the hill, it became clear that my life just became a bit more messed up now. I know because I really want to talk to Brian again soon. Help me get to sleep quickly today, diary. Love, Sam. Yeah, competition. Excuse me. Brian's secret hideout. A closed Colton Hill hiking route discovered by himself so he can hide from the world around him. Not a flashy place, but it had a great view. All of life's problems. I wished it could be our special place. Ours and ours only. Cotton Hill is nothing but a rock pile of blood-soaked memories now. Why did he have to break my fucking heart? Was I just one of his many friends? Maybe that's it. That's why he wanted to leave even after I told him we won't be together anymore. He thought he was too good for Rosen Peak and me. To him, I was just a background in his picture. Oh. What? What? Oh, that's for Silent Hill Origins. It's just there because Matt changed the title and I'm too lazy to go in and change it again. For Cult of the Lamb, Tiefling had to revive one of the followers who I'm pretty sure died of old age. And when they came back, they weren't old. Yeah, I realized that later. I think that I got confused. But it's fine. You don't deserve a face. The book report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about... I was reading. Hope you remember how to take a picture. Anyways, the report was finished days ago, but I can't stop thinking about Mingled. Mostly because my stupid brain thinks I'm sort of like the main character, Jenny. To summarize the rest of the book, Jenny goes on this jealousy field sabotage rampage on every girl who has a crush on Michael. I know it sounds horrible without the context, but it's actually kind of cute. She finally stands on top, but Michael finds out what she's done. He breaks Jenny's heart by saying he can't be sure of who she is anymore. things work out in the end, but that's not why I sympathize with the dorky psycho girl. Brian is just like Michael. Popular, killer biceps, busy hanging out with people, all the works. I can't see what he wants because of all the noise around him. I know he wants to go to college, but what about beyond the boring stuff? What kind of person does he like? What does he think about me? He told me about his mom, how she died of cancer last year. It must have been so hard trying to look okay in front of everyone who's depending on him. I sometimes feel like he can't see me because he's so busy trying to meet everyone's expectations. I know how those around us can feel hurtful, and it's dangerous to rely on them so much. I just wish I could tell Brian one day that I'm here for him. Cool. So I can only take a picture while I'm standing? Brian got what he wanted in the end. He left Rosen Peak as soon as he was given the chance. As for me, I was left to suffocate in the hole of tainted memories until I drowned myself into my own endless nightmare. Every day, every night, I'm surrounded by whispers. Whispers that lie. Whispers that eat away my brain piece by piece, no matter how I try. What is the point of this? Oh God. I hear them again? Hear what again? What? You in a healthy relationship? Take this quiz to find out. Yeah? One must take as much as one gives. Yeah, I guess. Obsession is a stronger form of love. No, that's gross. No one can have what you can't. No, nepotism. B never loved you. Because you are a selfish little shit. All your problems are caused by you. It's all your fault. You should have results. It looks like your eyes are still closed. It's like you're listening to your own voice only. Maybe keep listening then. You'll understand something. This time. Hey. It's getting worse. The fucking shithole town left a disgusting crack on my heart. And it's getting bigger and bigger. The voices I hear from the crack are getting louder. Oh, I didn't see that. Miss Lastly gave us an easy poetry assignment for once. She said it's okay to make a parody of the classics as long as we stick to the ABCB pattern. So I took the liberty of letting my imagination go ABC berserk, and here is a slight taste of my early work. Hey, C-Ray, how you doing? Roses are red, violets are blue. My life would have sucked if it wasn't for you. Yeah, I could have waited for Brian to ask for my help with homework again, but I decided to make the first move this time. Guess what? He said he can handle it alone. Call me paranoid, but I'm worried I might have hurt Brian's pride. That's what happens when Sam opens her idiot mouth and uses her idiot brain. P.S. I've decided to carry my diary in my bag. The doors in the girls' dorm are way too easy to open. Not as easy as Stacy, though, if you know what I mean. I even saw one of the girls using a notepad to crack her door open. Besides, I have this weird hunch somebody's been reading my diary. I've decided to not ignore this hunch. No? Okay. What a weird mechanic for a game that mostly takes place in one spot. When I ran out of places to run, I had only one solution. Now my memories are scattered all over the dark. Now I must look for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I gotta find photos or something. I cherish your smile. What does that say? It says eyeballs, clearly. I indulge your gaze. Notice that we got a mouth and eyes. I wonder if the next one is going to be like ears or something. Oh, we still got light over here. Okay. Maybe bathroom? Oh, I see it. Keep me forever warm. So we got speaking, seeing, feeling. We're gonna get hearing. You don't deserve a face, coward. Coward. Indulge the gaze. That's what being an ally truly is. Being an ally truly is just indulging the gaze. Is it like down? Yeah, an alley. I used to have a friend who was named Allie, but like it was spelled like ally. And people always pronounced it wrong. Maybe that's it. I don't see another one. No, there's got to be one more. Is that it? No. What am I not seeing? Is it on the floor? There it is. Can't take a picture of a person in a shower. That's gross. Oh, so the coward was there literally to show me that I needed to turn off the lights. Got it. Okay. I cherish your smile, keep me forever. Okay, so it has to be A, B, C, B. I cherish your smile, keep me forever warm. Okay, so it's I cherish your smile. I indulge your gaze. Keep me forever warm. Be my endless sun rays. Hey, Belf, how you doing, dog? With Brian preparing for a rematch with the Hammerheads, I once again gladly gave him a hand with the non-important homework stuff. I must say, the teachers here don't give their poor students a break just because a test is over. It's not like I'm burdened with helping out, but Brian is really trying hard to get good grades. From what I heard, he doesn't have much to worry about going to college since he's practically a local football star, but maybe his pushy police chief dad raised him to be an overachiever. It's funny how a model athlete like Brian got friends like Kyle who always find excuses to pull him out of school. It's unfair, really. As long as you are a sports star, you'll end up with douches like him no matter how nice a person you are. I don't speak with Kyle much, but I don't need to talk about what he's like. First of all, his girlfriend is a friggin' Stacy Lanings. The stare he gives me when I pass by is enough to creep me out for the whole day. I would be lucky if Stacy didn't come along and start yapping about how Brian is out of my league. She has Kyle to play with, so why would she even care? Like, ask your boyfriend for a drive. Jeez. Have a nice life with him so Brian can stay out of the poison he does not deserve. Yeah? What's up? I don't know, Belfry. 6? I have blind confidence. Eh. So, wow, I didn't even get to have a conversation with the lady. Whoops, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your call. I did that before. Call me back, please. Okay, thank you. I always start off absolutely terrified of a horror game, and then I start to get blind confidence. What's up? Okay. I wake up without waking up. Same rainy night, my lifeless room, endless nightmare. What are you, what? Whoa. Greenheart University. Discover your potential with early admission program. We are waiting for any hardworking and career-driven individuals. Apply now. Can someone go to that link? Can someone go to greenheartsuniversity.com, please? And see if it exists. I remember you were doing feedback poll a while ago. What poll service? Just Google Forms. What the fuck are you smiling at? I just walked towards it. Apparently I was supposed to avoid it. Probably supposed to go back down the hallway. I said fuck it and I just walked right towards it. There is no doorway. Camera is no longer working. No, thank you. I'm good. This is for B. Don't pussy out. Push, push, push the shutter. Push the shutter, good. Do it. belong here. It's spray paint. Toilet? Where'd it go? Hey, no, I needed that. Oh, did it go all the way back? Okay. Hayes, why are you still awake? Jeez. Pulling a late one. I didn't do it fast enough. Yeah, I didn't do it fast enough. I was just barely too late. Oh! Okay. There was a consulting session for Greenheart University Students Program. They call it GUSP. Whoa, what the fuck? At the gym today, I've seen its posters all over the school since the day I arrived. I had nothing better to do, so I decided to give it a visit and spend my precious after-school time reading brochures. And once again, just like at the library, I was surprised to see Brian there. He was at the early division program booth. I wanted to talk to him, but instead I ran from my room, jumped to my bed, and out of nowhere, tears started to drop. I bet it was because of those stupid hearts. Yep, I saw those hearts again. Now they were on the gym walls, too. Whoever drew them must have been very insecure about the relationship. Insecure like me. Deep down, I know I want my own hearts on the walls too, but seeing Brian at the university booth felt like finally getting punched by reality. I have no idea what I'll be doing in a couple of years. I thought of staying here at Rosen Peak, but with Brian preparing to leave, there's just no point to it. No Brian, no hearts on the wall. God, it's like my brain is creating a storm. I'm just gonna lie down for a bit. Hopefully I'll wake up next week. My life is nothing but a repetition of waking up with nothing to live for, not a false hope to look forward to this time. Ooh, a comic. Long time ago, when I finally got to accept my feelings for Brian, I thought everything was going to change. But every day was still just like every day. He was still a school star, and I was still his friend. When you live in Rosen Peak, people expect things to stay the same. If anything changed between us, it could ruin B and everything around him. So that's how it went. Nothing changed when my whole world burned. After telling myself, maybe after graduation, I'll be able to express my feelings for him, I let the fire in my heart eat through my soul and my body. I called myself a coward, but I chose to keep what little I had to enjoy. I was a poor kid crawled up in bed. Her. Or? Do I really deserve that charity title? Am I really the victim in all this? Who is here to judge me anyways? It's all over. Everyone left me. So why do I feel like I'm being chased? Like, someone's always watching me. Like, someone is always there to judge me. How did the invite go? Is she in or not? Oh, she's coming. Dorks like her can't say no to a party like this. Sweet. Time to give her the drama she wants so bad. Okay. I know I used half this diary writing about Stacy being a bitch, but now she's just unstable. Wasn't even past the first class when I saw her arguing like crazy with Kyle. Heard her shouting something like, "I'm done doing shit for you," before storming away. Then she saw me. I was her next target. She strutted toward me and said, "This is all your fault. Why don't you go back to fucking San Diego?" Whoa, what did I do? She was off before I could even open my mouth. I turned to Kyle for answers, but he was gone too. Come to think of it, I rarely saw them hanging out recently, but I didn't know things were this intense. Ryan's been acting weird too, though. He hasn't talked to me much recently. He even looks somewhat more upset than usual. I finally tried to ask him what was wrong, but he cut me short, asking if I called him last night again. All I could give was a blank face until Brian said, "Never mind," and walked away. What was that about? What did he mean by again? Calling him in the middle of the night for no reason is just something I've dreamed of, but doesn't mean I actually did it. What the hell's going on? It's because of her. The moment she came into our lives. The little I had to enjoy started to crumble. Only bad changes happen in my life, no matter how hard I try to protect it. Usually life Whoa. Did not notice that. Cool. Is that drugs? At least a syringe. Bottles. Maybe intended to be alcohol. Alcohol. Oh, does that not work? No? Okay. Okay, okay. Can I put the thing on the bed? Because she was like, I just want to lie in bed. Is that a thing? No? Okay. Cute. Hang on, did I read this? Yeah, I did. Okay. A cute city, it doesn't say cute. A city girl just asking to become an outsider. That's all she was to me. Hell, that was all she was to everyone else. Even to B. But then I saw them talking at the library. I couldn't see clearly, but I could know it from B's face. He was making her smile. It was another smile, taunting my feelings for B. No one would ever know what kind of emotions I was hit with in that moment. A change was happening, and I didn't like it. Stacy didn't like it either. And she could never stand letting an easy social price slip away from her. Naturally, Stacy took a peek into her diary one day. She took pictures of some of the entries and sent them to me and her gang. She wanted everyone to join her twisted, childish game. The diary had no special meaning to me. Not until I read about how Brian took that cunt on a fucking tour of the town. He had no interest in girls whatsoever, and suddenly now he's hanging out with an outsider? That moment I got tired of doing nothing. Oh, this must be Stacy's. That moment I got tired of doing nothing. I knew I had to do something. So I gave... Oh, wait, maybe not. What? So I gave Stacy an idea. It was going to be easy. Spike her drink, get her wasted, and humiliate the shit out of the city girl in front of everyone. Oh, this is Brian. What? I'm confused. Only then she would know her place. Only it could have been so simple. If only B didn't get in the way. Okay, that was confusing. Bummer, I was hoping to do the nasty stuff to her drunk ass. Still can't believe Brian had to take her away like that. The narrative is getting a little twisted. Well, needy bitches like Sam do make some people feel sorry. She did mention something about her dad in her diary. Bet she has some nasty daddy issues too. Got any idea? How about we show everyone how needy a bitch can be? Sounds fun, but how? Leave it to me. Just keep reading her diary every once in a while. Oh. We eat hammers for breakfast and then drink their tears to wash them down. Go golems. All right, buddy. All right. God, I couldn't agree more. What the fuck? That's Brian talking to Stacy, I guess. Okay. This is what is. I don't even know how to describe what happened this morning. This is fucked up. My hands are shaking again. It started when I opened my locker and something poured out. For a few seconds, my brain was cut off from whatever was happening. When I finally looked down, there were dozens of pictures scattered on the hallway floor. All of them were pictures of Brian with gibberish written on them. The whole school was at the hall. They looked at the pictures and then at me and then at the pictures. Brian was there too. The face he gave me, the face of disgust. He turned away and left. He didn't even say anything. I tried to chase him, say something, anything to him, but the floor started spinning and people started whispering like they knew what was going on. The air soon began to choke my throat. I swept what was on the floor and ran off to class. Of course, Stacy must have done something with this. I looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. The rest of the day was about nothing but avoiding eye contact with anyone. I can't sleep. Ryan's not answering any of my texts. There's no one to talk to. My internet died, so now I'm on mobile data. Oof. Good old ISPs. The diary had no special meaning to me. Not until I read about how... Oh, I read that. B kept saying nothing was going... B kept saying nothing was going on between them. But I wasn't about to believe everything was just rainbows and butterflies. How could you lie? In my eyes, Sam was just using Brian to fill her sad, empty life. I couldn't let that happen. She wanted drama she didn't deserve. She doesn't deserve shit. She doesn't get up to barge in and start stealing the life I've only dreamed of. Stacy kept doing what she does best, digging into others' secrets. She sent pictures of the little shit's diary pages to me. That's how I found out about her little trip to Colton Hill. It was our hideout since first year of high school, and her presence turned it into fucking nothing. How could we do this? The only way to break them apart was to show Brian what a creep she was. I kept reading the disgusting words she wrote in her diary. At the same time, I felt something. A reminder of how I felt when I fell for B. How it felt so right and terribly wrong. Screaming into my pillow never helped with making the feelings go away. Did you find the diary yet? Babe, I think you're taking this too seriously. Did you find it or not? I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find her room. I think she knows I'm sneaking into her room. I can't find it anywhere. Babe, don't you think you're too obsessed with breaking them up? You're giving up now? Forget it. Maybe I'm Kyle. Please. Maybe Brian doesn't even like the girl. He said forget it. The school counselor called me today. Mr. Ferns asked me if the rumors were true. Rumors that I've been leaving heart drawings all over the school. Rumors that I've been stalking Brian. At this point, the whole school must be out of its mind. I didn't even know the letters in the fucking hearts spelled S and B. And what, just because the initials are S and B, suddenly every name that starts with S starts with them are either Sam or Brian? And guess what even crazier words are on the street? Sam Holt, the daughter of a child molester, craves forbidden love. How on earth did Stacy find out about Dad? Why would she do so much to fuck up my life? And where the fuck is she? Is she... You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for Brian to listen to me. I'm tired of looking for words that describe this fucked up situation. Can't believe I have to go through this again so far from home and so soon. Brian, please. Please say something. Oh. Okay. How could Sam Holt not kill herself? If my dad went on the news for touching teenage girls, it's bye-bye world for me. Okay. Then I remembered she wrote something about her dad. It must have had something to do with her existence in my life. I started digging. It wasn't even a challenge. Keith Holt, arrested for sexually assaulting a teenager. It was beautiful. I found the perfect ending. All I had to do next was in the rest of the story. Sam Holt calls Brian from a payphone in the middle of the night and silently listens to his voice. Sam Holt takes Brian's picture and keeps them hidden in her locker. Sam Holt draws hearts all over the school to let others know Brian is hers. A needy city girl with serious issues. She was just a disaster waiting to happen. No one, even Brian, would think otherwise. I made all the preparations while Stacy spread the rumors I created. It was never easy. I once almost got caught taking a picture of Brian using the restroom. But I kept going. Every picture I took was a love confession I could never make. Every heart I drew was my sacrifice for him. And in the end, I got what I wanted. When enough suspicion piled on Sam, I stuffed all the pictures I took into her locker. It was a happy coincidence that B was there to see the spectacular unfold. I think it's supposed to be spectacle. When it happened, it was over. Things were about to turn back to normal. And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. What? And then Stacy's drama-filled head exploded. Oh, hide, coward. Notice how the diary started as like being just Stacy, or just Sam talking, and now it's Sam talking about Sam. Like it's like a weird twist where it's like I think Sam is like against herself. Spectacular also works in the sentence, does it not? No. Spectacular is an adjective. Spectacle is a verb. Verb? Verb. I guess I wasn't supposed to say that. Or do that. I couldn't see. I didn't know what was happening. Okay, I'm just supposed to hang out. My internet is back? You can say the spectacular. Really? Because I've never heard it used in that way. I've always heard it used as an adjective, like spectacular Spider-Man. Both an adjective and a noun? Well, it's too big of a word. Spectacle's better. Fuck you. Am I just supposed to, like, hang out in here? Fuck me yourself, coward. Alright. Alright, buddy. Alright. This feels wrong. Maybe you can... Maybe you can run? What does that say? Maybe you can run forever. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Donut? No? Okay. I got stuck. Where am I going from here? Fuck! Not there. That's not where I'm going. Bum 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 ba bum 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 beam boom ba doom boom 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 ba doom boom boom. Mow mow beam bum boom ba doom boom 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 beam boom ba doom boom 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 ba doom boom boom. Bring bring. Was I not going to the chair? Maybe I'm going to the bathroom. I don't know where the fuck I'm doing. Oh, I see it. You had your eyes closed. Don't fib on me like that. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna make it at him. Finally move on. I'm safe. I'm done watching you get away with the shit you've done to me. Did you really think I wouldn't find out? You've been using me to break Sam and Brian apart so you can have some fun with her? Well, I had my share of fun when I told Brian what you've been doing. You should have seen the face he made when I got to the part of you drawing those hearts all over the school. Hope you enjoy your happy life now that there's no Brian to get in your way. Oh, by the way, I saw you staring at that college poster. What did you like the girl in the poster too? Is that why you tore her face off? Need help. Don't bother calling me Stacy. So is this talking to Kyle? Is that what's happening there? Oh. Please, man. Stacy got it all wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. I was just trying to prevent Sam from getting into your head. Please, B, don't do this. Text me back, please. The day Stacy told Brian was the last day he talked to me. He was so angry at me. He would never understand what I did for him. Typical. So fucking typical. Again, I was left alone to suffer. This time, someone had to pay for it. Oh, other way around. What? No. Hang on. What? Oh. Uh... So, schools are fucking scary, right? Oh, okay. What do you need? Lockers. A lot of them. I see. Well, what the fuck? The fucking what am I supposed to do then? If I can't go that way and I can't go the other way, then where the fucking way do I go? Is this good? No. Huh. Walk backwards? That was an idea. That was an idea. I didn't know I was playing Superliminal. It didn't work out, but it was a good idea. What if I just don't move? Okay, it doesn't work either. All right. Well, what the heck? What the heck? Ah! Ah! What if I just like, no? Okay. Think you're getting too close to him? Thanks. Don't walk towards the do it to him. I did it somehow. Yay. Yay, somehow I did it. What did I do? How? I don't know, but I did it. Yay. Waiting for someone? Kyle? What are you doing here? I knew you couldn't stay away from him. You don't deserve him. I don't know what you're talking about. Our lives are ruined because of you. Hey, don't come any closer. Oh, no, shit. No. The note. It's in her bag. I must get rid of it. Stick. Are we Kyle? We're playing as Kyle right now. I feel like we've switched perspective like 4 times. Yo, free purse, let's go! There was a certain point in the diary where we stopped reading what Sam was writing. With Brian preparing for a rematch of the Hammerheads once again, there was how Brian blah 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 blah. It seems like Kyle was also obsessed with Brian. Yo, this Brian guy must have been fucking sick. Jesus Christ. I think Kyle was also obsessed with Brian. Sam was a little too, but not murderous. Oh. And I'm coming out of the closet because Kyle was gay for Brian. It was an accident. I never meant to kill her, or maybe I did? Did I? I don't know. Does it matter now? Did any of what I did matter? I left the team soon after what happened at Colton. After that, the school. From what I've heard, Brian easily got accepted to the university. He left town right after graduation. The fact that he's a star athlete with a notable school record worked like a charm. He's been growing the idea of leaving Rosen Peak since his mom died. Living alone with his obnoxious dad didn't help much with being attached to his hometown. We never got to talk about it seriously. Brian didn't want to, but every time he hinted about leaving, I tried so hard to ignore what it meant for me. Even those college posters over the school were laughing at me. They were making fun of the impending doom. They were all saying, "Ha, see? You're gonna die alone." Maybe I knew. I knew that B took an interest in Sam because she was the clueless new girl who was lonely enough to do anything for any guy who is nice to her. But jealousy is a strong creature. It quickly devoured my mind. Soon anger took control of me, and I just needed someone to be mad at other than Brian. Excuse me. Even after you left me, anger stayed. It devoured me whole. And again, it's time to wake up. But wake up for what? To be greeted by the fact that I must start running around in circles again? That I must stick needles in my body so that I can forget the past for a few fucking minutes? It's just like that story Miss Lastly once told us about. The shortest horror story in the world. The last man on Earth heard a knock on the door. I'm alone in my room. I'm alone in this world. There's someone knocking on the door and I don't know who it is, but I keep the door locked. No one comes in, no one goes out. I'm so tired. I just want it to end. I want to wake up. Let's just open the door. I don't care who or what's waiting for me. But what about my diary? The one I've been keeping to remind myself how I am the victim of everything that's happened. I don't know what I would do without it. What will keep me from going insane? So here comes the big question. Should I keep it? No, dude. It's evidence. No, it's time to admit it. I've been keeping a memory of lies. I'm the only one to blame for the shit I had to deal with. It's about time I burned it. But what after that? I could open the door out of here, face whatever's waiting for me, or I could just stay with the fire and let go. Whatever the choice, it's time to say goodbye. Oh, here we go. Chad, are we leaving or are we staying? Give me a yes, no on leaving. Yes for leaving. No for staying. Got 3 for leaving, 1 for staying. And I'm impatient, so leaving wins. That was fast, Jesus Christ. Should I stay or should I go? Ba da 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 da. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. If I go, how will I know? If I should stay or I should go. I was finally awake. My head was aching from the desperate pumping of my heart. My burning lungs sucked in air for what felt like an eternity. But I knew nothing was over. I needed to get what's coming to me. I told the police everything that happened 3 years ago. It won't fix what I've done, but at least I finally got the closure I deserve. I know it doesn't mean anything now, but... Goodbye, B. Hey, that's pretty good. Thanks to my friends of the KLL for their support. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. Shout out to... Hey, I used some of those. Step Krita. Use Photoshop. I'm a shill. Thank you for playing. I thank you for making. Well... Is it gonna home menu or is it just gonna smile down there? Oh, there we go. Well, whoop, back to here I go. There you go. That was Love, Sam. That was definitely a video game. I think that... I think that this game has kind of two layers. The layer of a story game and the layer of a horror game. I think that the story game is really good. I liked the story that it told. I like that it kind of leaves it ambiguous to who you're actually playing as I thought I was playing as all of the characters at one point. So I like that it kind of leaves it ambiguous of who you're actually playing as. I like that a lot. I like trying to figure that out, and once it's revealed, I think that it's a good reveal. I like the story of this game and the story of Sam in this town and all that. However, um, the there's two parts of the story that I dislike. I do not like the depiction of trauma very much. I think that in paired with the horror could have been done better, and that's kind of the core gameplay of the game is the horror that's based on the trauma that this character experienced. I think that could have been done better. Um, as with most horror games, I started off feeling really scared, but once I kind of like got my grasp of what's happening, I kind of lost that and started to not feel afraid at all. Um, and in turn, there's the disconnect. Um, I also think that the trauma of Sam in the notes that you can see right there could have been handled better in a more it could have just been better. They could have done it in a better way. I felt like it was kind of for a lot of the trauma that she went through and such. But yeah, still I liked the story that it told. I thought it was a good story. I just think that the horror side of it could be better. I think that the dev of this that I have instantly forgotten the name of, whatever they make next, probably going to be great. Uh, but in reality, this was a short little 2-hour horror game that was good for what it was. You know what I mean? It was a good time. Yeah, I was Love Sam. I'd give it like a probably like a 6. I give it a 6 out of 10. I think. I think a 6. Nah, I think a 5. Lower it down to 5. I think a 5 out of 10. Good writing, but like the actual gameplay that's there is, eh. I think 5 out of 10. I think it's a good 5 out of 10. Right down the middle. But yeah, I just love Sam. Thank you for watching. I love you. Mwah!